As the gates to Agartha opened, the 4 heroes were rewarded with riches beyond imagination.
Yo guys, Viollent here. Welcome to GRIZZ Zombies. We're getting a little pumped for DLC 3 coming up, so I want to take a hard look at Samantha's room inside of Eisendrache. There's a lot of good Easter eggs here, showing you a little comparison between Kino Rocket, Samantha's room, and Eisendrache. We're going to be taking a look at the living quarters inside of Samantha's room and Richthofen's room, and we're going to check out a little bit of Dr. Max's room. Now, something interesting I want to note before we begin is there's something repeating in each one of these rooms. After looking at it for a while, I've come to the conclusion that in Dr. Max's room here, it's radios. Okay, we got radios everywhere. Every type of radio. Shadows of Evil, we had telephones, but every type of radio that we've ever used can be found in this room. So, radios is what's repeating in Dr. Max's room. We move over now to Samantha's room. There's a lot of good stuff in here, but in particular what we're going to be taking a look at is the monkeys from Zetsubu no Shima. These are the exact shape from Zetsubu no Shima. Woe pointed this out to me and said that possibly that a bunch of these other animals that we're seeing, the elephants and the bunnies, might be coming for DLC 3 and 4. These may be our Easter egg songs. So we're also seeing the teddy bear in here, and so the thing that's repeating in Samantha's room is all four of each thing that might trigger the Easter egg song. Okay, and so the last thing in Richthofen's room here, this is Richthofen's headquarters. You can see his little hat there. Is crows. We got crows everywhere. Will also pointed out this crow here. It's like a stuffed crow. And then there's a picture of a crow, and we know we got the living crow that doesn't amount to much, but we know that the sign for Richthofen in here that's repeating is crows. Right here used to be a newspaper article. I'll show you that right now. What this was for is a plunger, the flaming plunger, and now it's not here anymore. They've patched it out for some reason. On there we found out that there were attacks in London and Paris.
It's got a picture. It's got a picture of zombies on the front.
But it's not here anymore. So it's very, very interesting. They take Easter eggs out of the map. They put Easter eggs in. It's some things are just not reliable. But we do have in Samantha's room the Kino Rocket. There's the Kino Rocket that we blasted off in the Illuminati Easter egg that I figured out about 2 weeks ago. We got the little box here in Samantha's room. Activate that, push an X on it, does a little spin. And that almost represents Samantha inside the MPD, right? So we got other things. We got pictures on the wall. We have Samantha being attacked by a keeper. So what's really interesting about this is she may be inside of the MPD when this happened. So this is a visual representation of something we didn't get to see in the Easter egg itself, but we're able to tell through pictures. You know, that's why ciphers are so great. It's because they show the juicy details. But sometimes within the map you can read between the lines. And so this may be something that happened, and so the Keeper may have switched places with Samantha, killed Samantha, we blew up the moon. Where is Samantha? So confused. But we know Maxis exists through technology, we know worlds are bleeding, which means there's also radio by Maxis saying that he's feeling the reverse effects, and his body is somewhat repairing itself. So what we have here is a slideshow in Dr. Max's room. We'll take a look here around Dr. Max's room. The slideshow shows a few different things. We have test subject preparation. We got a keeper the skeleton of a keeper being dissected almost. We have the first images of where the MPD was discovered on the moon, and then we have Griffith Station being built. So that's the gist of it. So we're gonna first, we'll talk about the next slide. Right here we have Dempsey in front, and then we have 3 other test subjects. Alright, so we're down by the teleporters, and we have the capsules with 3 different test subjects in them. The Dempsey is missing. He's actually being sent to the moon currently during this Easter egg, and so this is what the slideshows are showing.
Yeah, WAHsu.
WAHsu? Alright, yeah. He had spotted this down here in theater mode. You got theater mode or like a no clip? Theater mode, right?
Yeah,
You enhanced. He has an and he enhances the images in theater mode here so he could see it. And these match what's on the slideshow. So there you have it, guys. So as we continue to look here, we have the moon, we have an organ, and that organ has a bunch of engravings on it. And Dynamic pointed that out, which that's how we know it connects to this skeleton of a keeper. So what we're trying to put together here is that this is the image right here. You'll see people working, and those were members of Group 935 when they were first put out here. So right here is how they first started building around it. So that way Griffith Station came. That's how it came to be, and this is evidence that keepers existed right when they were starting. All right. So as we approach the side of this shelf, we got 2 pictures. The top picture. It's kind of a mix of everything happening under Eisendrache here, I believe. But this bottom picture is very impressive. I would say some high detailed crayons went into this drawing. And by the look of it, on the left, we have a Dr. Maxis. And on the right, we have some sort of Nikolai looking character. And I don't think that's Nikolai, but we have a door, which I believe is either a door to a teleporter or a door to Agartha. What'd you say, Dynamic? You think this is a door because Samantha would draw a teleporter that way, because you're going from one place to another?
Good. Yeah, she thinks it's a door, like 2 different universes rather than being seen as an actual portal.
Yeah, and on the left here we got Dr. Maxis, and on the right we have this weird character. I mean, if you look at it, he's got the hat.
It's
Kyle. Right, he's got the hat like Kyle, and that means he's like a Nikolai character. So who had the idea here that DLC 3 we might be actually facing against someone like Nikolai's brother or Nikolai's clone that's causing problems for Nikolai? Like, he's not able to like kill himself because he's got a brother or a clone of himself that's out there as well, messing up the flow. So
I think that was a tidbit from earlier games. No, I think it's to come.
To come.
It hasn't happened yet.
Personally, I think it's something to do with what Maxis isn't telling me. I think this has got to do with his big secret that we hear in the Zetsubono Shima radio next to the pier. I think this could be due with Stalingrad, and that could be Nikolai 1.0. But it's not Nikolai. We might meet Dr. Maxis in DLC 3, but Nikolai 2.0 might not kill himself. It might be Maxis that has to do it. And Maxis doesn't want to tell Richthofen that.
There's a lot of weird things going on right now, and it's a very confusing time to be a Zombies fan. But if you are, be sure to check out all of our stuff and subscribe here on GRIZZ Zombies. We got you covered each step of the way. DLC 3 is coming, and we cannot wait to bring you guys more Easter eggs. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed, and this has been the Living Quarters in Eisendrache. See you guys next time. I'm Violent, and I'm out.
From that day forward, they knew that Samantha would keep them safe. Forever.
You're getting everything wrong. I told you before their eyes should be blue.
It's my turn, Eddie. I can do whatever I want.
But you don't even know how to play properly. Girls don't know enough about zombies.
What's the choice of it, children? Make sure the windows are locked before you come down to the basement.
We'd better do what your dad says. I didn't even get my turn.
Tomorrow, Eddie. You get to make the rules. I promise. Come on, Fluffy.
I wish the heroes in our stories were real, Sam.
I know what you mean. But we will make everything okay. My dad says he has a plan.